Thank you guys. How are you doing today? Thank you guys. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Let's like the live stream, guys. How are you doing today, guys? Thank you. Don't go away, guys, without subscribing. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you also with a love emoji. I love Twilight Sparkle. The sentence is incomplete. How are you doing? I love Twilight Sparkle. How are you doing today? Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I appreciate your presence, guys. How are you doing today? Good. How I'm also fine. I'm very fine. Very, very fine. Great to see you. Great to see you. Great to see you all, guys. One 48 p.m. That's my Kenyan time. Let me know which part of the world you are joining this live stream, guys, from. Let me know which part of the world you are joining this live stream from, guys. Thank you for the like. Let's keep on liking the live stream, guys. Also, if you are here, this is your first time and you haven't subscribed, why don't you subscribe as a way of ensuring that we get along very well. Can you make me a moderator if you want? This is Leo King. Leo King, I will. Never mind, I will. I'll make you a moderator. No problem with that. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Guys, let's subscribe, let's share, and don't go away, guys, without subscribing. And guys, I'm always going to appreciate. You know, ahead of me is my laptop, so I'm just using it to type in this live. Yeah, because I'm using the phone. Otherwise, guys, how are you doing? Great Thursday here in Kenya. Everything is just cool, very very cool, guys. Very 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 cool, and I appreciate. The sun is very hot out here. Yeah, the sun is very very hot, and now I can be able to access the chat using my laptop. So also, guys, you can also answer our poll. Yeah, I will. Leo King, I will make you a moderator. Don't mind. I will. The poll is, guys. The poll is up. The poll is up, guys. Let's thank you, guys. If you are here, you haven't liked the live, kindly let's do so, guys. Also, if this is your first time in this platform, I really wanna appreciate your presence. If you're a returning supporter, thank you so much with a lot of love. Your love. I have always said that you guys, without you, we couldn't be here. We couldn't be here. Oh, Rio King, now you are my moderator. Yeah, there you go, Rio King. Now you are my moderator. And as a moderator, you can manage block words, you can review, save. This is Samudas. How are you doing, Samudas? Welcome, Leo. Samudas, how are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you also, guys, for voting. Thank you also, guys, for voting. It's also lunch time, guys, so I have to eat something. So let me see if I can be able to get something. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you, guys, for joining. How are you doing today? So welcome, guys. Let me know which part of the world you are joining this live stream from. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. If this is your first time, welcome to my live streams. I am from Nigeria. Oh, my brother from Nigeria. Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Tanzania. We are all brothers. So thank you so much, Leo King, all the way from Nigeria. All the way from Nigeria. How is Nigeria? Which part of Nigeria? Rio King, which part of Nigeria? Are you from Lagos? Are you from Lagos? You know, when we really talk about Nigeria. Oh, yeah. Lagos is very famous. You know, it's your capital. I hope one day, one time, I'll come to Lagos. You know, Lagos is very, very famous. Just like Nairobi, Kenya. So when you talk about Nairobi, people just know that you're in Kenya. When you talk about Lagos, people just know that you are from Nigeria. You know, Enugu University. You know, I really desired to come to Enugu University, but things did not go very well as I expected, so I never came to Nigeria. But there was a time that I was really making some applications to come and study at Enugu University. I don't know Enugu University, I cannot really recall the state, but I really wanted to come to Enugu University. So sadly at time. Thank you so much guys for joining. If you are here, guys, welcome. Which football? Yes. Unataka nini? Hata nini nilikuwa nataka kupigia. Nilikuwa Which football team do you support? Oh, I'll be lying here. I'll be lying here that I support a certain team. So far, I don't think I am supporting any team. But sometimes I watch, these teams playing. But most of the times I cannot say that maybe I'm a Chelsea, fan. I am an Arsenal fan. I'm a Manchester City fan, But there was a time initially before I supported, football. Before I quitted to support football. I was this guy who really believed in Man City, yeah. And there was a time that I was a die-hard fan of Chelsea. During some time when we used to have Drogba, a very long time, yeah, a very long time. But nowadays, I cannot say that I support a certain team because I saw football has a lot of stress. When your team is beaten, you feel bad. When your team keep on losing, I don't know what is even not really happening to most African guys. Some of them, they even kill themselves. Maybe their team has been defeated. So I rarely now say that I support a certain team. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. But watching football is one of the best things. Nowadays, I just watch football for fun. I don't want to put it inside my heart. Yeah, because football can really give you some, pressure. Yeah, it can give you a lot of pressure, especially when your team keep on losing each and every time. You just feel very bad, and therefore that's the reason why I no longer support a certain team. But entirely, I love football. Football is one of the best games. and one of the most watched sports that we have ever had. Uh, but I really love football. I really love football. But nowadays, I'm not a keen follower of what is happening in the world of football. So yeah, that's my position. Leo King. That's my position. Uh, but I love the young guys. I love the young guys. The way they really putting their teams out there. And one of the teams that I really loved during the World Cup, of course, I really loved Senegal. Yeah, Senegal. Then we also had Congo. Definitely, and we also had Morocco. Those three teams. I really loved them. The way they really put our African content during the World Cup. So that's my position when we come to the aspect of football. But definitely, football is such a very nice game. From Turkish football team? Turkish? I'm not. No, 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 no. I will be lying. I'll be lying that I know Turkish football teams, but I don't. You know. Here in Kenya, also here in Kenya, I think most of the football teams that are well known, they are the Europa, the Europa football teams, all those teams, and maybe, yeah, I think those are the most well known. So you always find that someone is either supporting maybe Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal. And here in Kenya, I think we have a lot of Arsenal fans. I remember when Arsenal won, I went to our capital city, Nairobi capital city, CBD, and the fans were enthralled. The fans had joy beyond control when their team won. Yeah, and someone was just the I even had to take some interest to understand why they were so much into making a lot of celebration when Arsenal won, and someone was just telling me the time Arsenal won that cup, it was a very long time, and therefore I really now understood the reason they were so happy. So football is definitely one of the best things that you can always enjoy with your friends, with your friends, or maybe when you're hanging out somewhere. I think this is one of the amazing sports that you can always watch. So on my side, I'm not so much into football and maybe supporting a certain team. Yeah, I think I answered that. I told you for now I don't support any team, because I don't want to get stressed that my team is always losing. I really want to be neutral. So when it's Arsenal that is winning, I celebrate with them. When it is Man City that is winning, I celebrate with them. When PSG wins, I also celebrate with them. You see? Yeah, that's the time. That's the kind of yeah, that's my position. That's my position. So since I don't want to get stressed that my team playing today and my team was beaten, I saw it necessary just to be, when this team celebrates, I'm part of the celebration. When the other ones celebrate, I'm part of that celebration. Like the World Cup, I was very neutral. Yeah, I was very neutral in finals. And the team that won, I went with it. Yeah, so because I could hear some people say, is it Messi? Is it no? I'm always very neutral, but I really love watching football. Uh, because I always believe that each and every player has something that is very, very unique. Also, France really made me, France, they really tried during the World Cup. So, to me, I'm always very neutral when we come to the aspect of football. However, football, yeah, I think it's one of the sports that can give you a lot of stress. Yeah, because I think here in Africa, we really follow football with a lot of passion. Yeah, like here in Kenya, I know several guys who killed themselves because maybe they bet, yeah, they bet and maybe their team lose. And betting is one of the games that can really put you to depression and something of such. So these are things that are there, and we also need to be very on how maybe we treat some of these things that can give us stress. So for us to be stress free, for us to be stress free, we really need to be neutral when we come to football. However, Rio King, which one do you support? Which one do you support? Eh? And another advantage that I really knew, when you don't support a certain team, you'll not even be surprised that your team is maybe that your team is playing and maybe you don't have time to watch them play. So at the end of the day, you are just stress free. If they play, if they win, if they lose, you are more or less not there. Oh, you support Liverpool. Wow, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. I know the kind of stress that comes in, especially when maybe you are supporting a certain team and maybe your team for losing. I know of a guy who drew, yeah, who jumped from fourth floor to ground floor because his team had lost. You know what happened? The guy died on the spot. You know, you cannot jump from fourth floor to ground floor and you expect that you are going to survive. And it was all about football. So the guy went. He went in a hangout joint. They were drinking, and unfortunately their team lost. And then the guy went home. Upon trying to reflect on how maybe they lost, that game, and he was already intoxicated. The guy just decided, to jump from fourth floor to ground floor, and that was the end of that guy. So from that point onwards, I really learned that following a certain team is something that can be very stressful, and it's something that is killing young people, because young people, they really love football. They really love football with a lot of passion. So football, that's how I view football. But absolutely, football is such a very, very good game. Yeah, it's a very, very good game. A game that we always keep on following each and every day. Yeah, that's my position. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. If you are here, thank you so much, guys. 16 people. Let's like the live stream, guys, and don't go away without subscribing. Don't go away, guys, without subscribing. And guys, I'm going to appreciate. I'm here with my good friend Leo King, all the way from Nigeria. All the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate. So thank you. I really appreciate, guys. So here in Kenya is lunchtime, guys. This is called Ugari. For Nigeria, they call it fufu. Nigerian, you guys, you call Ugari fufu. Yeah, this is let me just show you how it looks, guys. This is you see, ours is very how can I say it? You see, Yes. Poa. Niambie, saa hii ni lunch time.
Nilikuwa nakuuliza, unaweza niwekea kwa charge?
Hakuna stima.
Kwetu hakuna stima. Sijui nini imefanyika. Hiyo block yote kuanzia kwa chief kienda hivi hadi kwa barabara ya stima.
Ni simu gani? Charger ni gani? Sawa, utakujia. Beba hii.
Hii ni bebe. Sawa. Na nilikuwa nimebeba hadi mimi.
Kujia tu simu, sawa?
Asante. Nifanyie kila kitu.
Thank you so much guys for joining. How are you doing today? So that's how I view football, but absolutely football is such a very, very amazing game. A very, very amazing sport. Hizo beba weka kwa mfuko kijana. Zikipotea hapo unajua mimi utaniuliza.
Sawa basi.
Thank you guys for joining. You know it's lunch time, so I have to eat something, guys, to keep on going on. Thank you. Let's keep on liking the live, guys. This is Hoax Adventures joining all the way from Kenya. Let me know, guys, where you are joining from. But Liverpool, I think it's among the best teams that we have. So it's also a very, very strong team. Thank you so much, guys. Don't go away without subscribing. Don't go away without sharing the live, and don't go away, guys, without saying hi. Yeah, so far my top fans, we have Leo King, my first top fan. The second one, I love Twilight. Thank you also for your your comment. And then Sam Mudas, and also Sam is also part of my my top fan. So let's keep, guys, on commenting. Let's keep on sharing. And guys, I'm always going to appreciate, guys. Let me also know from where you are joining, guys. Let me also know where you are joining from, and I will appreciate, guys. I appreciate each and every day, each and every time you come, you support my platform. I always feel very, very amazed, because I always say, without you, without your input, without you checking in this channel always Let me also know your time. Leo King, what's your time in Nigeria? What's your time in Nigeria? You know, I know we are ahead of Nigeria in terms of time zone, because as we are in East Africa and Nigeria is in West Africa. So I'm absolutely sure. Yeah, Nigeria it might be in the morning. Here in Kenya is in the afternoon. You know, here in Kenya it is in the afternoon, guys. Let me know your time. Here in Kenya, we are already in the afternoon, 2:16 p.m. guys. Mm? Poa poa. People keep. Yeah, I'm in the shop, guys. This is my shop. Waiting for customers, guys. Yeah? Others keep on asking, what do you sell? I sell electrical and electronic products. I sell electrical and electronic products, guys. That's what I do. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining. Now, after eating this way, I want to go to the gym now. I'll go to the gym, going to lift some weight, do some exercises. So my muscles can be very flexible. Now I'm full. I feel better. Very nice. Rion, thank you, thank you. I'm already full. Now I feel better. Now I'll be going to the gym. After maybe yeah, the meal was very, very enjoyable. Very, very much enjoyable. You know, bad guys. Sometimes when you're eating, you cannot even focus. Now I feel better. I feel energized. You know the sun out there is very hot. I think we are having a kind of a heat wave, yeah, because the clouds, they are very clear. The sun is very hot, but we have to keep on going. I think the weather patterns have really changed. The weather patterns have really changed over time. A moment like this, a long time ago, it used to be raining, but nowadays, wow, even getting that rain, it's coming with a lot of disasters. I like at the start of this year, we really had a very bad El Nino. It was kind of a El Nino that killed so many people. You see, the same thing I have heard from the experts, from the weather experts, saying that we are also going to. Thank you also for voting. I appreciate. Thank you also for voting. I appreciate. Thank you for returning to be one of my key supporters. Twilight, you are back. How are you? Twilight? Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate to see you again. Yeah, sometimes I was saying that this weather is very, very, the weather patterns are changing very, very randomly, because long time ago, a time like this, here in Kenya, it would be raining in some parts of the country, but nowadays things are very tight. Things are very, very tight. It's no longer the same way. Yeah. But we need to keep on adjusting with the changing weather patterns. I saw yesterday on BBC the very unfortunate event that happened in Colombia, where they experienced what we call a very high magnitude kind of earthquake that claimed so many lives. You see, and this always gives me a reason to keep on celebrating life. Imagine an earthquake just comes from nowhere. It demolishes maybe your best house, and apart from that, it even takes away your life. You see, we really need to keep on giving life. We really need to keep on giving thanks to life, because life is very, very important. But sometimes I have realized we as human beings, we don't even tend to recognize, the impact of life when our things are going on well. But when things now keep on changing, you really need to realize that life is very, very precious. So I saw that unfortunate event in Colombia. I think this is the first time that maybe I have had something like earthquake, maybe killing people in Colombia. But I have also heard these are some cases in China, maybe in the US, and yeah, mostly in China and in the US. But for Colombia, I got a little bit concerned, considering that the earthquake just came in the daylight, guys. Daylight. In fact, there was one of the clips that I was watching. There was this guy who their entire family was inside the house. Yeah, and now when the house started shaking, the family rushed out. The family rushed out of the house, and I think God just saved them. God just saved them because the way they rushed out, I could even see the young man in disbelief, especially when their house was being shaken, and even the roof was just going down. So sometimes it's very, very nice to give thanks to life and to appreciate what you have, because that's what most of us during this time or during this generation we fail to understand. Yes, sir. Oh, top iko. Oh, ya machine kama hii ya 200, kama hii ya 150. The quality inakuwaga hivi. Top hata huwa tupadishi bei hiyo, labda 120 inatokaga 150, hiyo labda 150 ya pasi itasaidia. Basi wanatumia hivi kwa hiyo bike. Yes, Charles. Thank you. So I saw that clip on Colombia, and my prayer and thoughts to the people of Colombia, during this time, especially those that have been affected, those that have been affected by the calamity, you know, because that's a very huge calamity, a very huge calamity. Earthquake is not just a calamity, but just a very, very huge calamity. So my prayer and thoughts to people of Colombia. So to the people of Colombia that have been affected, by the earthquake, may God heal you, and may God give you the resources, to build up again. There is nothing as bad as being hit by a calamity, because it leaves you devastated. A calamity leaves you devastated. Imagine, guys, maybe you have your house, you have your nice home, you have your nice family members, and all of a sudden a certain calamity happens. It really hurts you. Yeah, a calamity is something that can make you get depressed, or even it can make you get depressed at the end of the day, because some of these calamities or some of these catastrophes, they are very, very they have a very huge impact to the people affected, in such a way that at times even lives are always claimed. Like I saw from a certain report about over 100 people in Colombia have been affected by the earthquake. Now you can see. You know, I also saw some very nice infrastructure, very nice buildings, high-rise buildings, going down, and it was all about the aspect of the earthquake. So when you are hit by such kind of a calamity, the earthquake, fire, or maybe flooding, I know it is always a very hard time for you to accept, the nature of things. But at the end of the day, we always pray and we always hope that God maybe is going to give you hope again, and maybe what has been destroyed, uh, God maybe will provide resources for you, so that maybe you can go to the initial position that you were before the calamity happened. Also, when we have such kind of a calamity, lives at the end of the day are lost, and I know it's always a very hard time for the families that lose their loved ones in the process, because at the end of the day, most of the family members, they don't even, most of the family members they don't even believe that maybe they lost some friends, or maybe they lost family members in the process. Something that really requires time for one maybe to come to terms that maybe their family members lost their lives due to a certain calamities. And some of these calamities, they are even beyond our our control, because like something like an earthquake, even the government cannot be able to arrest it. Yeah. So something like flooding, sometimes it just happened. I remember one of the flooding that happened here in Kenya this year. It just started raining. It rained until now everything was flooded, and there was nothing that even the government could have done to arrest the situation. So some of these calamities, they are very, very of very high magnitude, in such a way that they affect people, and the only person or the only being that can come, no being can come to their rescue apart from God. So to the people of Corobia, Hoax Adventures, and the entire followers of Hoax Adventures, we really want to send, yeah, we really want to send our message and tell you, you know what, don't lose hope. God is still with you despite the calamity. Things shall always be better. So that's the aspect, that's the view that I have. Considering that I have watched some of the key documentaries, maybe in nations such as the US, and I have always heard stories of the people affected by the calamity, and how maybe they drain them financially. Some they are left homelessness, and others even all their savings. Imagine working for years and years to build a nice house, and then all of a sudden just one catastrophe comes in, and then all your savings or all your properties is gone. So we always said our heartfelt condolences, to the affected families, and yeah, to the affected families, so that maybe they can feel at least we care about them, despite our location, and despite us being far from them. So this is a global message that people are sending to this is a global message that we are sending to the people of Corobia, because I have some of the subscribers all the way from Corobia, and you can see the kind of love that they have, that they still follow this channel. So earthquake happens, floods happen, but at the end of the day, it's only God who can be able to make you feel better. Sometimes we really want to blame maybe the politicians or something of such, but I think I'm at a point in life whereby even if this happens, I think I'm at that point whereby I no longer want maybe to associate, yeah, to associate or to see my problems maybe being generated by someone, because at the end of the day I realized, even if maybe we have the politicians, even if we have even brothers and sisters, even family members, some of the things that we really face in life, some of them, some of these issues, not even our family members can be able to resolve them. It's only God, and therefore I highly, highly regard God at all, at every step, at every step in my life, considering that anything that I do, yeah, anything that I do, I always, say, you know what, it's only God who can be able to change that situation or even to make it better. And I believe that's part of life. Yeah, that's part of life, because sometimes in life, I think we have a lot of catastrophes. We have a lot of catastrophes, and some of them, they are even beyond our education. Some of them, they are even beyond our families. Some of them are even beyond our imaginations. There sometimes, there are some things that we can imagine, and maybe we can be able to implement those things, and those things at the end of the day they can become maybe a reality. But at times, wow, there are some things that we can even try to think about, but at the end of the day we cannot even get some answers. That's the kind of a quagmire that we have in life. But at the end of the day, God always comes to our aid. God always comes to our rescue, which is very, very important. The same thing for the young people. I know there are so many young people globally who watch this channel. Some of them, they come here, they tell you, what, Hoax Adventures, I'm depressed. Some of them, they come here and they tell you, what, Hoax Adventures, I don't have a job. I feel as if maybe I'm at the head of the road. And I always keep on giving them that kind of a spirit, to keep on telling them, what, despite all these things that are happening to you, you need to keep your spirit high. Sometimes there is nothing that we can do apart from keeping our spirits high, so that we can keep on moving on. And that's the essence of life. So life, that's how I always believe that you should see life from that kind of a perspective, because at the end of the day, that perspective is very, very important. So guys, I think I'm going to do another. I always do 2 live streams, so I'm going to do another one at the evening, where we are going to have a topic, because each and every day I always have a topic. And thank you so much for this live stream. At least I have seen Lee all the way from Nigeria. I love Twila, it was also here. Samudas was always here, and so many other people maybe who never said hi. But at the end of the day, I always say that you coming and being part of our live sessions is something that is very, very enjoyable. So guys, why don't we meet later the day? We keep on having more conversations. I think now I'm going to go to the gym, so that maybe I can see what I can see, so that maybe we can upload a new video. As always guys, this is your #1 YouTube channel. Let's meet later in the day, and may God bless you guys.